It's certainly not a game they can afford to lose.
So Posh get things underway at London Road.
But as the match kicks off, the team's new signing is rather less impressive.
Come on, Naz!
Coochie there robbed in possession by King.
Naz, when that ball comes, just be a little bit quicker to go press. Go on! All the way! In the box, who's in the box? Finish! Get there, Naz!
Not the sharpest debut so far from Coochie.
No aggression in the box.
The ball forward here towards the run of Coochie. His first touch is very heavy.
Too tall for him. He's from Finland, isn't he? He's out.
And to fuel Bleo's ire, Barnet, who failed to win away in League Two since August 2005, opened the scoring.
Hessenthaler scores at the age of 40. It's his first goal for Barnet. And Barnet are ahead.
Bleo spends most of his half-time team talk trying to inject some passion into his flaccid fin.
Naz, we need to be a little bit more aggressive in that box area there. 2 or 3 balls have come in. You've got to be fucking aggressive and get in that box and press him, all right? You've got to just squeeze the play and press, all right? Yeah? Danny, keep working hard. Keep working.
As the second half gets underway, Coochie's presence finally pays dividends. Or at least the added competition up front spurs on Danny Crowe to produce a much improved performance.
Kane's ball has found the run of Crowe. Can he apply the finish? Danny Crowe! Lovely, lovely goal!
Get on there! Come on!
It's the start to the second half they simply craved.
As for his new recruit, the manager's seen enough.
It's the end of Coochie's debut then, replaced by Richard Logan. Barnet come forward once more. Here's Barry Fuller. Oh, a first senior goal for Barry Fuller.
With Naz gone, Peterborough and Barnet fight out a 2-2 draw.
Long deep corner headed down here towards Richard Logan, who finds the equaliser. Logan levels.
Although things could have been considerably worse had the visitors converted a last-minute chance.
They're going to win a fucking tackle.
Oh, it's Liam Hatch. Liam Hatch there. What a chance to win the game. It finishes 2-2.
Barry's reeling from Coochie's performance.
The debut was a nightmare. He lacks aggression, this guy, and he looks to me as if he ain't played for ages. You know, but who knows? You know, lots of people have had bad debuts. Not as bad as that one, mind you, but so Coogie come through it.
In fact, the Barnet game proves to be Coochie's one and only Peterborough appearance, and he's allowed to return to Birmingham. So the Posh's striker problem remains, and it's back to the drawing board for Ron and Barry.
Big important few days now, and it's deadline.
Ron, as owner, I'll break the bank for 2 months. Don't matter what it costs. We've got to get the best centre-forward available. I don't think we can go for people that's untried. I think we've got to get a centre-forward that knows where the back of the net is, and you look at his record and he's done it. And I've told Steve that, and, you know, he's given me a few names. I don't know.
You know, we've talked about the lad from used to be at the Villa, Stephen Moore.
Yeah.
Would he interest you?
Yeah, without a doubt.
I mean, because he ain't got a proven goal record.
He's a proper centre-forward, you know what I mean? He's got movement and he's got ability.
As if you want, I've talked with his owner and I've talked...
No, if you could get that, we need a final throw of the dice.
Wouldn't argue with them.
The draw with Barnet sees them slip a place to 7th, and the chasing pack is snapping at their heels for that last playoff place. The following week, as the players ease their aches and pains from Saturday's game, the hunt for a new striker is hotting up. While Ron is trying to persuade QPR's Stephen Moore to join the club, Steve is scouring the country for alternatives. first he travels to Ipswich to check on some Chelsea reserves. Then it's a dash to Reading to assess their promising young strikers. But a combination of unsuitable players and club's reluctance to loan strikers means he's pinning his hopes on Ron hitting the jackpot.
That'll be the pull of the season, that. Stephen Moore's a great player. Whether he comes, we don't know, because there's loads of championship sides after him. But you never know. You know, if Ron can work his magic, then get him in. But at the end of the day, I want a little bit of quality, just for that little push for that last 9 games. OK. All right.
It's the day before the emergency loans window is due to close. And just when it seems the Moore transfer's a done deal, Bleo does an amazing U-turn. Out of the blue, he wants to reject Ron's man for a cheaper non-league striker from Cheshunt. Lloyd Opara has been training with the club, and Steve reckons his raw, unproven talent could be the answer to Posh's striker problems and playoff hopes. Fearing impending disaster, Ron makes an emergency visit to Barry's house.
What's happening with the bringing new players in?
I've spoke to the manager of Cheshunt about Lloyd Opara, who came in yesterday and trained with us. The gaffer fancies him strong, so I've done a deal with Cheshunt where we take him on loan till the end of the season.
I had a chat with the lad Moore.
Yeah.
I mean, you better mark me card what you want to do about that. I mean, I personally, I've got to be honest with you, I personally think he's miles better than anything you've got.
Yeah,
when you get in.
yeah. If you get hold of the guy and he'll come, I'll get hold of Steve and say, listen, I'm only signing one. Should we phone Steve and ask him before I go off to Cheshunt, what's he want to do? Steve, Basil.
Hello, Baz.
Yeah, I'm with Ron. He's round and we're having a natter. He's obviously seen Stephen Moore, like you said, and he wants to know where we're going to go with that.
Well, Stephen Moore is going to be expensive, isn't he? And you know, and
It's not his problem, mate.
Can you?
Yeah. Steve, it's Ron. In an ideal world, which one do you want? The lad you've seen in 3 or 4 days training, the non-league player, or I mean, quite frankly, I don't think there's any comparison, mate. I think Stephen Moore would be a far better bet. But you know, that's your decision. You've got to make. That's what management's about, kid. You've got to make a decision.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, though, Ron, I've been thinking about it, and we have to mix it up. You know what I'm saying? But I think Lloyd will give us something the other way. And,
Okay.
If I'm going to put my money on Stephen, I'm not sure about him. So if I'm not sure, I'll probably leave it.
Okay, that's it. Well, all I want to know is so I don't have to pursue it any further. That's basically.
I think so, Ron. I think
Okay. See you later. Ta-ra, mate.
He seems pretty sure.
Has anybody in our camp ever seen Lloyd playing a match?
No.
That now I find out ever so strange.
Sometimes for a non-league player that not a lot of money, you have a gamble, don't you?
Yeah.
I think we've gambled here.
Okay.
So Ron's advice is flagrantly ignored. It's becoming ever clearer the club's cash crisis is really affecting events on the pitch. Despite Barry's defiant claims, he'd be pushing the financial boat out.
Perhaps it was only a canoe he was pushing out. I would think the owner would be happier with the wages he's going to have to pay. I mean, the club have obviously, they've worked within their financial constraints. If you'd have said to me personally, I would have thought Stephen Moore would have been quite a coup for the club. But, you know, that's history now, and you go with what you got.
Coming up, we see Ron leap into action to help raise funds for his old pal.
That might be Arnold Palmer already ringing. Hello.
And the team face another intense afternoon as they take on a rejuvenated Oxford team.
When it's a battle, you fucking battle! Yes, you battle! You battle! Battle!